What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we have to talk about a potential new anime collaboration set to happen to Fortnite in the near future. Now, keep in mind at the start of this video, this is an insider leak type of thing, so it could potentially be something that we don't see for like a year. It could be something happening sooner, it could be happening later, we really don't know. We just know that this comes from someone who has been credible in the past with a lot of leaks, being Sam Leaks over on social media, because of the fact that Sam, for example, has a lot of leaks that have come correct specifically for Rocket League that ended up having like a Fortnite component as well, such as Harry Potter. Some of the other ones I think were like Scooby-Doo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, and more. So without further ado, let's start off today's video by telling you what the rumor is, and then talking a little bit more about what characters I think could fit into this collaboration, and what it could potentially be related to in general, like what arc or whatever else. So earlier today, it got announced over on social media that one of the insiders from Sam has mentioned a potential Chainsaw Man collaboration happening in the near future. And the interesting thing about this is that I had personally heard some other things going around about a potential Chainsaw Man collaboration before, but of course, since I don't do insider leaks and stuff, and you know, I just kind of get hearsay, I don't really, you know, think about things as confirmed regardless, it is pretty cool to see that other leakers are kind of getting the exact same information, including people like Sheena, Hypex, whoever else, who apparently have also been mentioned a Chainsaw Man collaboration previously. Now, of course, since Chainsaw Man, similar to things like Yakuza, is one of the franchises that I would love to see a collaboration of in Fortnite, it's one of those things where I want to give a bigger benefit of the doubt too, where it's like, yeah, it would be super cool if it's real, but at the same time, you know, if it's not, then oh well. But since this is kind of like a current topic that is going on, I thought I would go ahead and share it anyways, because considering so many different sources apparently have this information just kind of available to them, it does make it seem a lot more likely that it's going down. And considering Sam is one of the people who kind of broke the news on social media, it makes me think that there could potentially be a Rocket League component to a Chainsaw Man collaboration if it happens, because usually when leaks come from Sam, they also happen in Rocket League as well. Now, in terms of what characters could actually show up for this collaboration, I think it's kind of obvious. However, I think it would be a little bit weird if these characters show up for their own reasons. So firstly, for people who don't know, Chainsaw Man is currently entering the Assassin's arc over in the anime, and then the manga has just kind of, you know, been going on. It's like on chapter 225 now, I do believe. But we have a new anime season coming out soon for the Assassin's arc, and it's going to mainly focus around, you know, Denji. It's going to have some of the other characters from the manga as well, such as Kwangzi, Cosmo, also known as Halloween, and others, but I don't think it's going to really focus on the Assassin's arc in the actual Fortnite collaboration if it does happen, because I think it's more likely that the characters you're seeing in the bottom right, which are more of like the core 4 iconic characters, I would say, for Chainsaw Man, for those who aren't really that aware of Chainsaw Man, would be like the 4 characters I could see coming over to Fortnite. And it kind of makes sense because you have 2 male characters, 2 female characters. Even if they were to split it like half and half, you would have 1 male, 1 female that they could actually do. I feel like Denji is a no-brainer for one of the characters they're actually going to do for that collaboration. And then I would say Makima is definitely one of the higher up priorities that I could see them doing. So if we only got 2 characters, I feel like it would be highly likely that we got Makima and Denji. But if we got 4 or, you know, even 3, I definitely think Power would be one of the next go-tos, with Aki being one of the characters, aka the one all the way on the right, that I feel would be the least likely to actually happen out of the most likely 4 for this type of collaboration. Now, of course, in terms of when this type of collaboration would actually happen, we have no clue, right? We just hear a lot of rumors going around internally, you know, between tons of different leakers and everything else regarding a Chainsaw Man collaboration potentially happening. So it's something that I hope happens because, you know, there's a lot of anime collaborations I'd like to see in the game. One Piece, Chainsaw Man, Dan, you know, solo leveling, so many different things that would work well in this game. But it definitely does seem to be more likely due to how many different leakers are once again having this type of information recently. I would like to hear in the comments down below, however, what are you hoping for from a potential Chainsaw Man collaboration if it goes down? When do you think it might release? You know, how long away? I definitely think we've been getting a lot more anime collaborations recently. Like, if I go ahead and look this up, just in the past few months, we actually had the Bleach collaboration and the One Punch Man collaboration. Before that, you know, around like February of 2025, we had the Jujutsu Kaisen Wave 2 collab. We also had other stuff like Kaiju number 8, Cowboy Bebop, and more. And while I'm unable to kind of get like the definitive dates for the most recent to latest collaborations, it does feel like in the past few months, we've started to see more and more collabs kind of hit Fortnite back to back, especially in that anime category. So it definitely would make sense to see more anime related stuff. And, you know, there have been rumors going around recently of an entire anime-related season, so who knows what could actually be happening. I definitely feel like it's an area Epic Games wants to touch more into, though, so time will really tell. With that said, however, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Hope it got you excited for potential collaboration. However, with all the collabs I talked about on this channel, keep in mind that there's still the probability that it is a insider leak, so you know, it could be delayed, it couldn't release for like 2 years or something. There's still collaboration rumors and stuff that we were supposed to like hear about a long time ago that didn't end up releasing until like a few months ago. There's even collaborations that were supposed to be happening and teased before, like the extraction collaboration before that we had a whole entire Mel body mesh for that were scrapped, but we ended up still seeing stuff in the files and stuff. So plans can change a lot. But with that said, I'm super excited to potentially see Chainsaw Man collaborating with Fortnite and to see those as characters that have actual skins in the game, because that is a collaboration that even if they had like a Pochita sidekick or something like that, I would be buying absolutely everything. The other collaboration I can think of right now that I'd be buying everything of would have to be honestly just any other anime, like Solo Leveling, Dandadan, One Piece, whatever else they could potentially throw at us. But until next time, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload, so until then, peace out.